Assalamu alaikum, I'm Umar. I'm a lecturer in English and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. This channel is about literature, life, and everything that matters. I know that all of you watching this video right now have a lot of potential buried deep within you. So I feel that's my responsibility to help you unlock that potential, which happens to remain untapped for a long time. So I would be doing that by educating you and cultivating you and making you think in a rationalistic manner. So if you have anything to do with literature, well, this is the kind of question that you're going to come across every day. The question is, what is literature? Many have ventured down this particular path, and many have delved into the metaphysics of literature in order to come up with an understanding as to what literature actually is and what kind of values it embodies. So many have tried, but they have failed to answer what literature actually is. The question is there a standard definition? Is there a universal definition? Or does it not even exist? So today we're going to talk about that. Well, Wordsworth says that it's a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings recollected in tranquility. Coleridge says that it's something that helps you see the beyond, something that a naked human eye cannot see. Matthew Arnold says that it's something that stems from life. Ezra Pound says that it's news that stays news. And Dr. Samuel Johnson says that it's something that stands the test of time. So there are various definitions out there, but it's not that easy to define literature. Well, if we look into the dictionary definitions of literature, both Oxford and Cambridge have similar views on it. They both say that this is something written, and of course it carries artistic values. Well, it's a misconception that any written piece is literary. Would you call a cookbook literary? Would you call something that is related to let's say if it's a telephone book that has a lot of number entries, would you call that literature? Absolutely not, because that's not literature. A cookbook does not have any artistic value. A telephone book does not have any artistic value, and they do not stand the test of time necessarily. So literature is something that is artistic, it is aesthetically pleasing, and it's something that is here to stay. That is literary. Alright, and that is literature. Well, the question arises from this particular thing that how can we actually tell if something is aesthetically pleasing or not? Well, some say that literature itself is aesthetically pleasing. Some say that it's the reader who actually gets to decide whether a piece of literature is aesthetically pleasing or not. And some say that it's the dominant group of a certain time period that gets to decide what's aesthetically pleasing or what's literary or not. So there are various factors involved. But talking about literature, it has a lot to do with storytelling, which is something that has always been part of human existence. Well, the reason why we have come this far as the human race is because of storytelling, the oral tradition, which is now replaced by literature in a certain way. And literature happens to be a recorded document of human history in a certain way. So, literature is concerned with characters, plots, conflicts, heroes, villains, climax, and stuff like that. And it also carries certain values in the form of characters, and it concretizes things. For example, if you're looking for courage, you would find that in a character. It would not tell what courage is like, but it would display that in the form of a character, in the form of a heroic character. And there's morality, there's ethics, and there's all, there are all these things which actually are part of literature. It has didactic purposes, and it transforms you as an individual. This is the characteristic element of literature. It changes you, it evolves you into a much better version of you. It refines you as a character, as a human being, as an individual, as a member of a certain social group. This is the kind of power literature has, and it humanizes you. It inculcates certain values which are extremely essential for you as a human being. It helps you empathize. It helps you see things in a much better way. And the most complicated riddle in life is to understand a human being. And this is what literature helps us to understand, that why human beings behave in a certain way in certain settings. So, literature is something that is never the same. It's something that keeps revolving, it keeps changing, it forever changes its shape. And it's a society or a certain time period as well that actually sees literature in a certain way, because aesthetic values and merits of assessing a literary piece alter and change in every time period. And this is not something that would remain static, it would keep changing with the passage of time. It's our responsibility as students of literature to familiarize ourselves with the latest trends of literature so that we know what's going on. And we need to understand it on a much deeper level. To put it very simply, literature is something that really touches your heart, it appeals to your senses, and it transforms you as a character. So I hope that you have managed to understand literature in a much better way. And if you like this video, do subscribe, because more videos such as this would be coming your way. And the purpose of my channel is to educate you, to cultivate you, and to bring out the super scholar in you. Alright, so take good care and see you in the next video. Peace.